dog training here. Today I wanted to talk about the place command. So a place command is a great thing to teach your dog to learn how to calm down, how to stay in one position. This is a great tool because you can bring this anywhere. If you're going over to a friend's house, if you have a vacation home, working on this outside, if you're trying to get your dog to be comfortable around other people, other dogs, other scary noises, this is something that stays consistent in those environments and you can take it with you. I definitely do recommend using an elevated bed like the one that I have here today, because if you are working outside or if you're working in different locations, it's something that the dog is consistent with. This one here is just something that I got off of Amazon. It's pretty simple. I would say probably in the range of $20 to $35, depending on the size of your dog. I'll definitely leave a link in the description for you guys to check one out. Really, if you are someone that uses a clicker for your dog, that's great. You can use a clicker to mark the behaviors that we're teaching today. So that sound, if that's the sound that your dog knows means food, it's been charged that way, you charged your marker, great, use that. Personally, I use yes. It's something that my dog knows well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Just the basics of the mechanics of this cue is what we're going to be talking about today. You can always add distance and duration to this, which I might talk a little bit about. But the basic mechanics of this is leading and luring your dog onto the platform, marking them that that's the place that you want them to be, and then rewarding them for the exact positioning that you want, okay? So that's what we're doing in this video today. If you haven't watched the food luring video that we've done, definitely check that out. Our trainer Jose Moreno made that video, so I'll leave a link to the description in that. Food luring is going to be really important here, so knowing how to do it correctly will be a good way to kind of go check that out and then come over here and it'll make a little bit more sense what I'm talking about. So I'm going to, the mechanics, show you this without the dog first and then show you it with a dog. Basically, I want to take my food and just lure the dog onto the mat itself. Once they're on the mat, all fours are on the mat, yes, and then let them walk off. One really important thing is that we're not asking too much to begin with. We're just asking that they get up there and they get off. They get up, they get off, they get up. And we mark it when all fours are on the bed. Make it fun, make it playful, make it exciting, because dogs might be a little weirded out by an elevated platform. So you don't want them to focus on the weirdness or try to make them do a long stay or a long down right away. You want to get into those things later. So right now, the mechanics are just going to be about up and off, up and off, up and off. And then the second part will be luring the dog onto the bed and then asking them to go into the down position. Now, what's really important about this is that it's not two commands. It is just place and free. So a release cue and a start cue. So the start cue being place, lure your dog, yes, with your marker, and free to come off of it. So that's the sequence. You can rewind this multiple times to watch that, but one more time, it's going to be the cue, place, lure, mark your dog when they're in the right position with yes or with your clicker, and then free them, okay? So really important thing to remember here is that we're not asking for multiple commands out of the place cue, like sit or stay or down. It's going to be implied. You come to this bed, you lie down on it when I say place, until otherwise notified, essentially, until we release you with the free, okay? So all of those things are implied. Otherwise, your dog is looking for a secondary cue once they're on that bed. The idea is that they go to the bed, they lay there, and they stay there until they're released. Now, you increase distance and duration later on. Right now, these are just the basics, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and bring my dog in and show you a couple examples of this. I'm also going to show you some examples of it. I did a little bit of filming outside. The weather has been beautiful, luckily, so I was able to get some shots out there too. This bed that I'm using in here today is very small for my dog, but it fits in this camera frame. So hopefully he can kind of figure out this miniature-sized bed for himself, but I do recommend getting something that is the size of your dog or size that your dog will grow into. Okay, so I have my dog Omen with me. He's ready to go on this. He definitely understands this cue already. So I'm going to try and slow it down for you guys so you can see the mechanics. Again, we're just looking for that basic coming and standing on it, walking over it, okay? Stand on it, all four paws are on it, mark with the yes. So I'm going to try to do this with him. Lure. All fours. Yes. Good. Free. Yes. Good. So big thing here is that I'm just luring, yes. I'm not actually putting the name to it yet. Your luring is more important initially than the word. Eventually, when you have the dog comfortable standing on the bed, you can then start to use the word like place. Place. Yes. So here I'm adding the word in, making it a little bit easier for the dog to understand that it is a cue. Place. Yes. Good. Now the second part of this, do this a few times. Definitely want your dog to be comfortable on this mat in general. I'm going to do it now to have him come into the down position. So, place. So lower your body down. Remember to hold the food in your hand and wait them out. Yes. Be patient with your dog. Place. Yes. Good. Free. So you notice I'm saying the word free. Place. Yes. Good. Marking him. Again, this could be with your clicker. Free. I'm going to help him out here if you notice he's struggling. Yes. And stand to the lengthwise of the bed. This is easier for him because he's a long dog. Free. Omen, place. Yes. So if you notice, I withheld the reward there because I want to make sure that I'm marking that off or down position. Free. Place. Yes. Good. If your dog keeps going for your treat like mine does, put it behind your back, okay? Just hold your food in a place where they can't see it. Yes. So now I'm just going to do a few repetitions for you guys so you can see this. Free. Place. Yes. Gonna forgive that foot falling off. I'm gonna try to line myself up better, so that's my fault. I'm not giving him the best possible position. Free. Place. Yes. So see how when we fix our position, our dog is a little bit more successful. Obviously, you guys are gonna be using a bed at home that fits your dog. Oh, my place. Yes. Good. Free. Now, eventually you take a little bit of your body language out of this. You're going to show, after they've done it multiple times, you've lured them, you've shaped the behavior, it's looking good. Start to take a little bit of your body language out of it, see if the dog can figure it out. And what I mean by that is you're just going to kind of walk up towards the bed, but maybe not go all the way to it and all the way in the down position. See if the dog will offer it. Be patient. Don't repeat yourself. Those things are really important. Don't just keep saying place, 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 place. Otherwise, the dog thinks that's the cue, as opposed to one command. If your dog is stuck, if your dog is having trouble finding where they're supposed to go, then still lure them. It just means that your dog isn't quite ready to offer you that behavior yet. Keep repeating the simple stuff a little bit, and then try to take some of the body language out. Moment, place. Yes. Good. So you see there, I'm not using any body language, meaning I'm not walking up to the bed and showing him where it should be. I'm taking that out because eventually I want to be able to have my dog do this from far away. Okay guys, that's the place command. If you guys have any questions on how this works, or if you're having any trouble, feel free to reach out to us, message us, leave something in the comments. You can always go to our website at refinecanine.com and write to us. Thanks so much for watching this video. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Please. Okay guys, that's the place command. If you have any questions, make sure to let us know. Reach out to any one of us. Put some comments in the...